Oh, you motherfucker. Apparently, can't do Facebook Live in landscape mode on my phone. Thanks. We good? We cool? You happy, Facebook? Nice. I'm just going to leave this a minute for anyone who's interested to join. So I am that wanker. So I wanted to talk about coolness and the idea of being cool. I'm also doing something on the computer at the same time. People have called me cool a lot, and it's a term that I don't really understand, and I don't really understand how it could ever apply to me. And there is a reason for this. So I am, by and large, a bag of trauma and anxiety. As are most people, to be honest. Everyone's got their anxieties. I have some amount of social anxiety, but it doesn't manifest in... It doesn't manifest in the same way as everybody else. I realised some time ago that the way for me to get over my social anxiety is, and it's not the art of not giving a fuck, because I give quite a lot of fucks. I care quite deeply about the things that matter to me and the things that I care to spend my time on. I don't live my life in a sort of, I don't know, state of apathy, I guess is the word I want here. Yeah, I'm very much not apathetic, and I do care about the things I do, and I care what people think about me. I really do. Like, maybe not all people, but most of them. Like, if prevailing popular opinion of the people I associate with is that I'm an arsehole, yeah, I care about that. If it's that I'm insensitive, I care about that. If it's... Bye, Dave. So, I care about a lot of things, and I sort of realised earlier this evening when I was chatting to someone that there is a trick to coolness, or the impression of coolness, which is actually a function of how I manage my anxiety. Which is that, and this probably isn't revealing all the great truths of the universe here or anything, but it's really hard to be embarrassed when you're being embarrassing on purpose. When you're doing something that you know is silly and over the top and dramatic, and you've done that and you've designed that on purpose, you don't get anxious about it. Well, I don't get anxious about it, because it's like, yeah, no, the correct response to this is for everyone to laugh at me, because that's actually what I'm going for here. And so it looks like you're shameless and you don't care what people think of you and you don't mind making a fool out of yourself and you're fun and you're funny and you do all these things. But it's a performance, it's performative coolness. You all heard of performative wokeness? This is performative coolness. Don't ask me how that works, I'm not entirely sure, but it's just an interesting thing that came to me, and that maybe, like, I recognise other people that have the same strategies as me when it comes to things like this, and you know, it's like, I see you, I appreciate what you're doing. You have stood up and decided, I am going to be the centre of attention, I'm going to do this thing, and everyone is going to find it interesting or funny. And they've probably done it because they have designed themselves to be the butt of the joke. I never mind being the butt of the joke if it's a joke that I'm making, because it means that I've done it on purpose. I'm trying to make you laugh because I'm trying to make you like me. It's as simple as that. If I'm being shameless and dramatic and chewing the scenery, it's because I want to be funny, it's because I want to be liked. And the idea that it makes me look like I don't care what people think of me and I'm cool or intimidating or some combination of those words is just so strange, because that's not why this happens. So yeah, it's performative coolness, but it's not it isn't coolness by design, it's just taking control of your presentation, which is something that I think a lot of people can relate to. Being in control of how the world sees you is super powerful. Choosing what you want to communicate with, your posture, your face, your choice of glasses, the way you draw your eyebrows on, the silly shirt you're wearing, like, these are all things I've decided to be today. I've decided I was going to wear my big glasses. I have decided I wasn't going to sort my eyebrows out. I have decided to go on camera wearing this top, which I don't think is particularly flattering, but it's comfortable and I was about to say I don't care, but I do care. Before I started this video, I altered the lighting in the room because I can do that, because I've got hue bulbs and various things around, and I've got glare coming off this monitor which was making me look really washed out and weird. So I changed it because I want to be in control of how people see me, because I want them to see the version of me that I'm presenting. This has all gotten slightly recursive, hasn't it? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit drunk on the jam again. So, like, I didn't think I was cool until people started telling me I was cool about 5-6 years ago. And I'm like, what? Because I didn't think I was ever cool. But yeah, it made me start thinking, you know, what is coolness? Can you define coolness? I do not have jammy flaps tonight, and I'm not going to make that mistake again, because I'm not putting my drink anywhere I can elbow it. I've also finished the jam whiskey, which is quite sad. I do have some jam gin, which I will start on next. I started experimenting with fruit infusions on shitty Aldi spirits, because I was thinking if we ever get back to LARPing, I was going to go back into the field and sell Kindred spirits, because the pun's too good to pass up. I mean, come on. Not that I will ever have time to do any trading, but you know, I don't know, ask someone in my group to do it. So yeah, performative coolness. Of course, people care what you think about them, and what the world thinks about them. You're a fucking sociopath if you don't have at least some. If you don't pay any attention at all to the sort of social contract of the world, then like, what are you doing? My default stance is if I care what people think about me until they prove that they're not worth me caring. So my default position on that is you are important and your opinion matters. Quite a lot of people in my life have made it clear to me that their opinion does not matter. But that's kind of by the by. So, yeah, I don't know what coolness is. And it's not confidence. So the conversation which sparked this train of thought, I was talking about karaoke. I don't sing for people, by and large. I have some weird tragic backstory stuff around that, which I'm slowly unpicking. But I'm not much of a singer when I'm performing sincerely. But I love karaoke because you don't have to be good to enjoy karaoke. It's almost more fun if everyone's bad. Karaoke is amazing if everyone just leans into the ridiculousness of it and starts singing in ridiculous accents, or I don't know, doing a mock striptease, or bursting into giggles halfway through the song, or deliberately droning their way through Wonderwall in the most boring way possible. Like, that's funny, it's fun, it's a fun group exercise. And it's not cringy because no one thinks that they're good. And so I don't sing in public except for karaoke, because I can choose to make my performance a joke rather than creating a sincere expression of myself and that being funny. And that matters. It's the same with any kind of public performance that I do. Honestly, when I talk on Facebook Live quite a lot of the time, I slip a lot of things into the conversation that make it funny because I am making it okay to laugh at me being a pretentious wanker. Because I know that's what I am. I know what I'm doing here. I'm not completely unaware of who I am and what my audience is. And it's okay to laugh at me because I make it easy to, because that's the point. Doing any kind of public speaking, doing any kind of performance, I do the same thing. I try and build into it a sense that if there is any sincerity in it at all, I slipped something in that makes it okay to mock it because I've given you permission to do so. You know? So yeah, that's coolness. And that, well, this is what I do that some people have interpreted as cool, and I don't know if it's cool. I think it's to some extent, it's a very public expression of insecurity, which I'm okay with. Like, it's not a problem, you know? And it's not me telling you that my coolness and my public performances and the public face I put on is an expression of insecurity and anxiety doesn't actually make it any less funny, I don't think. People knowing that I do actually care when it looks like I don't doesn't make it any less ridiculous. So, I don't know. Jam whiskey makes me weirdly mellow and reflective. I wonder what the jam gin will do. So anyway, Drunk Monica is in the house, willing to discuss anything, although I don't know why anyone would have anything to talk about on a fucking Tuesday night in March. This is not the time or the place for, you know, deep and meaningful conversations. Yeah. I don't exactly know what else to say. I should probably just end this video and let it speak for itself, because I can tell I'm being quite recursive in my speech and putting in a lot of ums and ahs, which means that I'm running out of things to say. I'm also fiddling with things on my desk. So, gonna leave that there. I will not be taking any questions at this time, because I'm ending the video.